You open your phone, there's a news alert about a fund house you've invested in, something about an inquiry, a resignation, a controversy. Your stomach drops. Your finger hovers over the redeem button. But here's the question almost nobody asks in that moment. Has anything actually changed in what you own? Most investors treat any negative headline about a fund, a company, or a market as a single signal. Bad news equals sell now. It feels responsible, like you are being alert, not passive. But this instinct quietly conflates two very different things: news about an organization and the actual quality of the portfolio sitting inside your account. Those aren't always the same story. Reacting to the first without checking the second is how investors end up selling good holdings for the wrong reasons, or holding bad ones for the wrong reasons too. Let's build the distinction properly, because it has real components, not just a vibe. First, what headline risk actually is. Headline risk is negative news about an entity, a fund house facing regulatory scrutiny, a company embroiled in a scandal, a market-wide shock event. It's public, it's fast-moving, and it's designed to grab attention. Importantly, headline risk is about reputation and sentiment. It tells you something happened around an investment. It does not, by itself, tell you what happened inside it. Second, portfolio risk is a different question entirely. Portfolio risk is about the actual holdings, the specific stocks or bonds a fund owns, their quality, their valuations, their earnings outlook. A fund house can be in the news for something involving a handful of employees or a compliance matter, while the fund's underlying portfolio, the actual companies it owns, hasn't changed one bit. The stocks didn't get worse. The earnings estimates didn't change. The fund manager didn't suddenly make bad decisions. The news and the portfolio are, in that moment, two separate facts. Third, the one thing that genuinely can turn headline risk into portfolio risk: redemption pressure. This is the mechanism worth understanding, because it's the actual bridge between scary news and real problem. If a wave of investors panics and pulls money out en masse, a fund manager can be forced to sell holdings quickly, sometimes good, high-quality holdings, just to meet redemptions, potentially at unfavorable prices. That's a real, measurable risk. So the useful question isn't, is there bad news? It's, is there an actual, sustained outflow serious enough to force forced selling? A few days of elevated redemptions in a fund with a large liquid asset base is a very different situation from a slow bleed of withdrawals that shows no sign of stabilizing. Fourth, separate the entity from the holdings. On paper, a practical habit, when headline risk hits, resist the reflex to act immediately, and instead ask three specific questions. 1. Is this news about the fund house or a person? Or is it about the specific companies the fund actually holds? 2. Is there evidence of real sustained redemption pressure? Or is trading volume and outflow data roughly normal? 3. Has the portfolio's actual composition or quality changed? Or does it look the same as it did last week? If the answer to all three leans toward no meaningful change, you're looking at headline risk without portfolio risk, noise, not signal. Fifth, why this distinction protects you both ways. This isn't just about not panicking, it also stops you from getting complacent. If a fund's actual holdings are deteriorating quietly, earnings estimates sliding, quality names being replaced with weaker ones, that's real portfolio risk. And it deserves attention even without a single headline. The discipline is the same in both directions. Look at what's actually in the portfolio, not just what's being said about it. Picture two funds, Fund A and Fund B, both hit by the same negative news cycle about their parent company in the same week. Fund A sees a short, sharp spike in withdrawals for a couple of days that then levels off. Its underlying holdings barely move, and its year-to-date performance stays roughly where it was before the news broke. Fund B sees withdrawals that keep climbing week over week with no sign of slowing, forcing the manager to trim positions repeatedly. Same headline, same week, two very different portfolio risk outcomes. This is a simplified, illustrative scenario for explanation purposes only, not a real fund comparison or a recommendation. The next time a fund or company you own is in the news for the wrong reasons, don't ask, should I panic? Ask, is this about the entity or about what I actually own? And is there real, sustained money leaving or just noise? That question, asked calmly, will serve you better than any headline ever will. That's headline risk versus portfolio risk. Thanks for watching. Check out the video description. We have packed it with resources just for you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs it.